Hey, what is up? Tony from LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. Thank you for watching this video. This is a question that I get asked a lot over at the blog from my VIP members, people who go through my course. And I'm gonna say it like I said it before. You want to paint over 400 grit, okay? 400 grit is a excellent grit to paint your base coat, clear coat over, enamels, or anything that you're doing. You could actually go even coarser if you're doing a single stage enamel, okay? You could go down, I've heard of people going down even 280, painting over 280 grit sanded surfaces. But I like to stay in the range of a 320 is usually a good grit to paint over. All right, some people will go 360, but in this area you're completely safe to go painting single stage enamels. And the reason why is because it's a thicker paint. All right, enamels, synthetic enamels, acrylic enamels in general are thicker, and they fill the tooth of the sandpaper a lot easier. Base coat, clear coat, you're gonna have to sand down a little bit more. Now, I heard of people sanding down to 600, 800, 1000. Some people even paint over 1500. And the problem with that is the paint has no tooth to stick on. When you look at a sanded surface, you're gonna get fine little scratches, right, in your sanded surface. That's what the paint adheres to. That's why when you do anything, you have to sand it before you glue it together, right? Most of the time. And you're not just gluing shiny pieces together because there's nothing for the adhesion, right? There's no tooth for the material to grab, so you could just snap it right off. I was in a seminar not too long ago with House of Kolor with Jon, and he was saying the same exact thing. I said, so what grit do you paint over? He's like 400 grit. And I told him, see, that's what I always say. And the pro himself even said the same thing. So, I know some people are gonna bag on me saying, hey, 400 grit is, too rough, use 800 grit. But listen, don't listen to all of the people out there who are saying all kinds of stuff. Listen to the people who are doing it. Listen to the pros, okay? And I've been using 400 grit to paint over, with my base coat, clear coats for years and years and years and years, over 15 years now, and I've never had a problem. As long as you lay your paint on well, nothing, that's perfectly fine. You have a good tooth that's gonna grab that base coat that you're laying on, and then once that's all on nice, then you put your clear coat on it, it's gonna look beautiful, all right? You're not gonna have those sand scratches, don't worry about it. Even if you're painting black base coat, it's fine, don't worry about it, okay? And a lot of my members have been following me and listening to me with excellent results, okay? Some people, they're like, oh, 400, and I says, go 600. If you think 400 grit's too coarse for you, use 600. Honestly, in my opinion, I like 400, but I think 400 to 600 is a great range to put your base coat, clear coat over. Anything smoother than that, finer than that, like 800, 1000 grit, 1200, 1500 grit is not good because your paint is just not gonna stick. At that seminar, Jon was telling me he had a guy paint his base coat, clear coat over 1500 grit. It was a story that he heard from someone. And he was on the freeway. This is the paint job is like a year old or so. He was on the freeway. He got home and the paint was coming off of his car in sheets. Like there was nothing for the paint to adhere to. Okay, so don't listen to whoever you're listening to out there. There's a lot of people on YouTube making videos of this, but you want to paint over 400 to 600 grit if you're painting base coat, clear coat, wet or dry. It really doesn't matter. I like to wet sand for final painting. So if you're sanding a 2K primer, an epoxy, or even a clear coated surface, okay? If you already have a car that has a nice paint job on it, say you have a red car with a nice paint job on it, but you want to put a different color red on it, or some kind of metallic or something. All you have to really do is scuff down the clear coat with 400 grit, then you could lay your base coat and clear coat right on top of that. You don't even have to put any primer on there. You could just put paint right on top of the clear, and then put your base, your clear coat, or if you're doing a 3-stage, then you would put your 2nd stage and 3rd stage on there. So All right, I don't want to get everything over your head right now, but that's the gist of it, and I wanted to, let you know that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. To learn more, go to learnautobodyandpaint.com to get a free 85-page auto body manual, as well as a 90-minute auto body DVD. I packed a lot of jam-packed information in it. I think you're gonna like it. It gives you a bunch of tips and tricks about automotive painting. Just help me with shipping and tell me where to send it. It's 90 minutes of full content, and I think you're gonna like it again. So, other than that, like the video, share it, subscribe if you're on YouTube. And click the link below. If you're on YouTube watching one of my videos, click the link. It'll take you to the blog post, to the site. Check it out. Check out the store. We have spray guns and all that. And I hope to see you at the site. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.